Okay, on question 7, the directions say identify any figures that can be proved congruent. In this section, we're dealing with the definition of congruence, and when dealing with figures, the definition of congruence says that all corresponding sides and corresponding angles must be congruent, and if so, then the figures themselves are congruent. Looking at these markings, what we see here is we're dealing with quadrilaterals, and very special quadrilaterals. We're dealing with squares. Obviously, in a square, we have all sides congruent and all angles congruent. Those angles must be right angles in order to be congruent. So we're dealing with two squares, and from one square to the other, we notice that the sides are the exact same length. So we have 8 sides of the same length, 8 angles that are the same angles. So by definition of congruence, these quadrilaterals are definitely congruent. We don't need to make the 8 statements here. They're all given. But when it comes to naming them, really you can name them in any order. Because corresponding sides, because they're all equal, are going to match up, and the same for the angles. For that reason, I don't know, I would probably just go in alphabetical order. So I would simply say that square MNOP is congruent to square QRST, or just quadrilateral MNOP is congruent to quadrilateral QRST. I'll probably write that. I think the answer key actually gives this one and specifies that it is a square. Now again, this is one possible answer because these are squares. Really, these could go in any order, and it doesn't need to change accordingly. Just given the fact that all sides and all angles are in fact congruent from one figure to the next. That's how you would answer 7. Don't look any farther into it than need be. It really is that easy. So hope that helps and clears up any questions you might have.